evening, Perth, how are we? Fucking hell, you can do better than that. Good evening, Perth, how are we? Yes, my name's Gary Meikle. I have flown here all the way from Scotland just 3 days ago. As soon as I stepped off the plane, I realised I forgot that the heat over here makes things expand. Guys, I'm talking about my cock, right? Seriously, back home it's like a shriveled walnut whip. I'm just like, oh, it's fucking freezing. The minute I stepped off the plane in Perth, it just unfolded, and it's like, put some shorts on, can't fucking hell, mate. Freezing down here. Tempted to buy a skirt, just looking like standing to the helicopter. People like, what you doing, mate? Fucking fanning my feet, can't. What does it look like? How's the accent? Is it acceptable? Very passable. Good fucking. I'm quite a good flyer now. I never used to be. The first time I flew and I experienced turbulence, I asked the stewardess for a parachute. She said, we don't have parachutes on a passenger plane, sir. We've got life jackets. What good is a life jacket on an aeroplane? Seriously. See if you were on a boat and that boat was capsizing and you said to the captain, can I get a life jacket? Can you imagine he went, you'll never believe this, pal. We don't have any. We gave them up with the guys in the aeroplanes. I've got a fucking parachute here if you want one. I don't remember ever watching any old James Bond movie, right? Hearing James saying to the pilot, hey pilot, chuck me over one of those life jackets, will you? And make sure it's got a little whistle on it, because after I've jumped and once I realised I'm fucked, I'd like to play myself a little tune. Doesn't make sense. Oh, I fucking love it here. I am a dad, ladies and gentlemen, to a 28-year-old angel. I've brought her up myself since she was 2, because her mum's a fucking cow. And she is, no, she fucked off, right? Fuck her and everybody who looks like her. Now, but it's difficult being a single dad. Like, when I came home, my daughter was like 13 years old. She's standing in the hall, and she just went, Dad, I've just taken my period. Right, and I'm quite a logical thinker. So I just went, right, first of all, get off Daddy's carpet, go and stand in the bath. I'll go to the shop and get some plasters. Right, now. This is real life, folks. Fucking embrace it. Right. I went down to the shop, my favourite shopkeeper, Mahmood. I'd been pals with him for 10 years. I said, Mahmood, and he knows Ainsley. I said, Mahmood, Ainsley's taking her period. What do I do? And he just went, don't feed her after midnight. By a gun. I was like, seriously, Mahmood, what do I do? Right. And he was really sweet about it. He gave me the correct tools. He also gave me some chocolate, some paracetamol, and a hot water bottle. Right. I know, that's so sweet. So I went upstairs. I don't like chocolate, so I gave that to Ainsley. I took the paracetamol, filled up my hot water bottle, and went to sleep. Have a great night. Right, let's do something bizarre here, right? Ladies, can you just confirm that's a real post that I'm about to read out? Just say yes. Okay, thank you. Astronauts should not masturbate in zero gravity, NASA scientist says. Astronauts have been warned against masturbating in space over fears female astronauts could get impregnated by stray fluids. Let's talk about it. First of all, men in space are up there for a long time, just like women. Okay, men need to come, all right? If we don't, we have a wet dream. If you have a wet dream in a spaceship, you wake up, the entire ship's impregnated. Okay, now, how did they find out men were wanking in space? Seriously, Houston, we have a problem. It's like a fucking snow globe up here. All the buttons are stuck together. Now, I know exactly what's happened, okay, and I'm really proud of myself for figuring this out so quickly. A man hasn't wanked in space, not in this instance anyway. What's happened is, a man and woman in space have had sex, they've came back to Earth, went back to their individual partners, and instead of admitting the truth, that is the shitty excuse that they came up with, alright? You can just imagine him explaining to his wife, oh, listen babes, I was just having a wee wank. And then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, this naked space bitch just floated by. I have another theory. Or maybe this is what happened. A man and woman in space, okay? The man's over here, he's just playing cards. All right, we'll call him Steve. Right. Over here, we'll call the female astronaut Claire. Now, Claire is on her period, right? And a little bit of blood escapes, okay? Bloop, bloop, right? Did I hear some groans there? Fucking, oh, it's all right for spunk to be floating around space, but not blood, ladies, okay? Bloop, bloop. She sees that it's going towards Steve, right? So she goes, Steve! Because everything in space is in slow motion, guys, okay? Bloop, bloop, bloop. Steve turns around, bloop. Ah! I'll get you back! Come here, you! Right. She's like, no! Don't do that! Yeah! Space wank. Okay, I can't end on that. Let me end on one. Let me end on something else. I'm single, right, for fucking obvious reasons. And I'm terrible with women. I'll give you a quick example. I went back to a woman's house about a year and a half ago. We'd had 3 dates, went back to her house, and I went to her bathroom. I couldn't find the light. She shouts, it's one of those old-fashioned pieces of string on the right-hand side of the door. You need to yank it really hard. I was like, cool. I found the piece of string, I yank it so hard that I throw myself to the floor. No light has come on, so I'm just lying on the floor, drunk and confused. I get my phone out of my pocket, put the torch on. It turns out that what I had pulled was the cord off my fucking hoodie. Wanker. My name's Gary Meikle, you've been an absolute fucking joy, pal. Thank you very much, good night, thank you!